Chat. Oh no. We're Roman. I still couldn't tell you why I bought 2 of these. Hey guys, it's Nether. Welcome back to yet another video. Today, we have a look at a brand new 2026 re-release of Chris Roamin. He has not been seen in a very, very long time on the peg, so I am super duper excited to finally have him and get into a review of him. Just a couple of weeks back, I think actually about a week ago, we took a look at Speedy Comet, another really cool re-release from Cars 3 in 2026. And now we're going to take a look at Chris here. I'm really, really excited because Chris has honestly been probably one of my favorite next gens of the pack. So to have him here in 2026, I know it's a great re-release choice, honestly. Even if the year's looking a little bit bleak, I think Chris here is definitely at least one of my top 10 most anticipated releases of the year because, I mean, he doesn't really have much competition. Not with that Jeff that we reviewed the other day. Anyway. Oh, I forgot to take you out. You guys didn't see that. Taking a look at Chris here. We have his generic stock art there. Chris Roamin. And there he is inside. He looks very similar to his Thailand release, I believe. He's still got the eye plate and whatnot there. You can kind of see it, the plastic. We'll obviously get a better look at him later on. On the back of the box here, we can say, as seen in Cars 3. And there we have a Speedy Comet, who we have already reviewed on the channel. I'll put a little eye-card in the top right if you want to go take a look at that video. And we, of course, have Chris Roamin, 2021 Mattel copyright. I am super excited to crack into this guy. Super, super anticipated release for next year. I'm super excited. Let's just cut the Yappa session and get straight into Chris. And of course, I've got my old Chris in the back here for us to compare him to. But for now, here is, and he's got an error. Holy quality control, Mattel. You guys see that? If I line it up with the light, you can kind of see it better. You see that? Oof. Maybe it's a good thing about a second one. Here we have a look at Chris Roamin for 2026. And he's looking rather spiffy here. He's got nice eyes. He's got, the nice texture on his hood. So he does have some, texture there. Very interesting. Does he have it on the side as well? Yes, he has that on the side as well. Piston, couple combustor, carbon fiber synergy. His mouth. There is the hood combustor. The power of the power. Hang on. I think it says the power of online banking. I think that's what it says. I got the hood up there. Not the hood, sorry. The spoiler combustor. Number 11. Combustor. Number 11. He looks really, really great. Really quick, let's give actually a quick look on the turntable first. That way we can see what 2026 is bringing us for Mr. Chris Roamin here. Nothing super sensational that I'm really noticing right off the bat. I mean, besides the fact that the wheels are a little bit worse because they just don't know how to do wheels in China, apparently. But besides that, I mean, he looks pretty one-to-one. He is a China variant. Go ahead and just throw up the bottom. Disney Pixar made in China. There he is. Very, very interesting release. One that I was without a doubt super looking forward to. And here we have an older Chris Roamin model. This is actually a made in Thailand variant. And one thing I'm noticing right off the bat is I think this re-release gets his decals better. I think it, without a doubt, does his wheels way worse. I mean, just look at that. Holy Mattel. But as for the sponsors, I think they're clear on the newer one. Let's see. The hood's going to be the real test. There's the old one. And there's the new one. It's such tiny. I wish I had I don't know if Chris Roamin has a China variant, but I'm sure if he did, this would be like crystal clear. Bottom is Thailand. Top is China, by the way. How interesting is that? Yeah, my Chris is a bit biffed up, but it's really no problem. There's the side. Yeah, I think I prefer the newer decals more. My camera does not love to focus. I hope you guys can see that. And there's the back of them. Top is my older Thailand model, and the bottom is, you know, that decal on the back. Holy, that is super duper blurry compared to Thailand, which looks really, really clear. I don't know, which Chris do you prefer? Let me know. Honestly, I think the side sponsors being a little more like bold on the newer one, it's making me prefer it a whole lot more. The green is a little bit different. Just get them side by side on the turntable. I mean, honestly, from afar, these basically look identical. There's very, very little different about them. Like, if you have the older ones, there's no reason to pick up this newer one. He isn't better in any particular way, truthfully. He's just another Chris you can have in your collection. Nothing super duper crazy. Actually, I really want to quickly look at the eyes, because I think they're a little bit different. Very, very slightly. This one doesn't have the drop shadow, and China now adopted the drop shadow eyes, which is so weird, because they adopted the drop shadow eyes, but then, like, just didn't put them on Jeff. This gives me an excuse to complain about this goddamn Jeff variant again. Actual fumble, Mattel. Holy, what are you doing? Personally, I really like Chris for 2026. I think he's a great re-release that's definitely going to help fill out those oddball sections in people's collections for the next gens, considering he is a little bit on the rare side. I know when I was hunting for him for my series, collecting every next gen, which I'll put a little iCard on top of it if you're not familiar with that series on my channel, Chris was just a bit expensive. I think he went for like 40 to 50 bucks brand new, and I got this guy off of my current Chris on Mercari for like 17 in this condition, which back then I didn't think was too bad. And then like 2 weeks after I filmed that, it was leaked that he was going to come out in 2026. So yikes. Nether wastes his money on cars again. But honestly, I'm super down for it. I really wanted to have a crispy Chris, and we've got ourselves a crispy Chris here in the collection. Really quickly, I just want to compare the bottom so you guys can see. Made in Thailand versus made in China. Besides that, that's basically going to do it. There isn't a whole lot super different when it comes to this release. This one is the newer release, and this one is the older Thailand release, in case you keep getting confused. The one that's more beat to shit is the older one. But honestly, I don't mind Chris for the year. I think he's a great Cars 3 release. I would have preferred somebody like, I don't know, Stevie Slick LePage. How crazy would it be to walk into a shop and pick up this guy off the pegs? Whew. Now that would be a sight to see. I still can't believe I own that. Anyways, let me know what you guys think I should do with this second Chris. I might open him and see if he also has the eye. I mean, it doesn't look like he has the eye defect. You can kind of see it. Yeah, he doesn't have it, but it sucks how the one that I decided to open is the one that does have a stupid eye defect. So China's quality control isn't amazing. Actually, really quick, I want to see. Do they both have the texture? Yeah. They both have, you can see the glare on the hoods. They both have the texture for like the little bits on the hood. Very, very cool. But yeah, honestly, I don't mind Chris for 2026. He is a great re-release, a really cool looking next gen. He's definitely going to fit right in any collection. My thing is, I just, kind of hope that this isn't like the best that we have for 26. I am really looking forward to Jackson Storm's crew chief, who I think got leaked to come out in the next year or so, which I'm very excited for. But as for Chris, I mean, I'm pretty content with his re-release. I think he looks great. I mean, besides the wheels looking, like shit, which, feels like, oh no, it feels like every rim does nowadays. But still, I think Chris is a great re-release. And honestly, if you don't have the original Chris, this is a super duper easy pickup. I mean, he looks great. He's going to be a hard one to find for sure. I'm already like barely seeing him in store, so he's definitely flying off the peg. So grab him if you can. He's a great re-release, and overall, I'm happy to see him back on the pegs. I just hope 2026 has more bangers just like Chris. With that, that's going to do it for my review. If you enjoyed, be sure to like and subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any more cars content from me. I've got a ton of 2026 still left to review. I have the Transformer McQueen. I have the Ramon. I have these guys. Do you guys want to see a review on these? I might just skip that. But anyway, so by the background, you guys can probably tell that I've started to find Case B in my stores, which is super duper exciting. hopefully my stores keep the good vibes going so I can find more of Case B. I just found this guy today, which is very exciting. I don't have a single version of Brad in my collection. What is that black spot? That's going to do it for the video. I will see you guys in the next one for more cars content. Like, subscribe if you're new. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss any cars content from me. And I will see you guys in the next one for more cars content. We are super close to 700. I would love to hit it before the end of the year. The Christians are going to run away from me if I don't finish this video, so I'm just going to call it right here. See you guys in the next one, and take care until then. Bye-bye.